chest, the blood boils inside of me. Looking at the walls around me, closing in, I think, what's it gonna be? Never had a choice, never let the odds win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Everything burns. Bones are shaking out my skin, I got tingling in my hands. Moving like a lightning strike, I'm on tonight, so just catch me if you can. Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Whole house packed, not here to make friends. Do or die moment, I love it this tense. Who am I taking out, thinking you're next? You're next. Everything burns. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Everything burns. Heart is pounding out my chest, the blood boils inside of me. Looking at the walls around me, closing in, I think, what's it gonna be? Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Everything burns. Bones are shaking out my skin, I got tingling in my hands. Moving like a lightning strike, I'm on tonight, so just catch me if you can. Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Whole house packed, not here to make friends. Do or die moment, I love it this tense. Who am I taking out, thinking you're next? You're next. Everything burns. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. my chest, the blood boils inside of me. Looking at the walls around me, closing in, I think, what's it gonna be? Never had a choice, never let the odds win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Everything burns. Bones are shaking out my skin, I got tingling in my hands. Moving like a lightning strike, I'm on tonight, so just catch me if you can. Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Got one option, light it up. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Whole house packed, not here to make friends. Do or die moment, I love it this tense. Who am I taking out, thinking you're next? You're next. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. Everything burns. Light it up, let's go. Light it up, let's go. I'm on fire, burning brighter than anyone alive. I'm way too hot to touch, so just remember if you try. Everything burns. Everything burns. Heart is pounding out my chest, the blood boils inside of me. Looking at the walls around me, closing in, I think, what's it?
Alright. Let's get going, guys. Welcome back. It's your favorite host for the East Coast, DonGamer21, bringing you another Final Fantasy 14 broadcast straight of Primal Ultras on the North American data center. It's your boy, your gamer friend, Don Gamer. Let's get straight into it. Hope you have a good morning. Hold on a second. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Sorry. Alright, got my light up. Let's go. Good morning, Ruben. How are you? Thank you. Alright. Alright. Don Gamer time, right? Of course. Dude, check out this guy's jacket. Look at this. Look at this. Dude, I like this guy. Look at this. Got the natural Apprentice jacket. There's a Reaper too. Oh, there's a pickaxe. That's a Reaper. I thought he was a miner. But dude, Dude, this guy's some serious. This plate look like. That's plate heavier, very good. I like it. I like it. I like his glam. His plate's really good too. Let's check in here. Oh, gold's off creepy. See what we get into. Probably something here. Okay. High level. And then one of those. Dude, I wanted that holster shirt. I did. Trying to kill some alpacas. Ooh. Up here. Ooh. Dead. Yep, I know exactly where that one is. Mm-hmm. Hey, Ruben, tell me a little bit what's going on lately. Just curious what's going on in your life. Positives, whatever you want to talk about. If you're okay with talking about it, you know, like, you don't have to broadcast it, but you don't have to broadcast anything you don't want to. Just kind of look curious about you, see how you're doing. What? Where the hell is this? Oh, it's up here. I'm going the wrong way. I'll go up the mountain. Yeah, because I'm not asking if anything's up, like anything wrong is going on. I just wanted to see what you've been up to. Like games played, exciting things coming up. Just trying to make conversation. Look here, so how do you start playing Final Fantasy? Like playing. Well, the genre? What? I'm playing the genre? You just started each any game you want. Like, most of them are not connected. The only ones that are like connected like 10, 10-2, 7. Some of the 12 games, but you can start at any point, really. Like Final Fantasy 12. You start the first one, which is on PS2, and it's also called Zodiac Age, another one, that's a good one. Final Fantasy 7 is pretty good. I never played 7, but I played some of them. I didn't really with the remakes, sir. Played too much of the remake. Final Fantasy 16, I think is good. That's a good one. It's a good standalone game. Watching you play, it's why I read to get back on again. Yeah, 14 is its own standalone game itself. It's an MMO. 10 and 10-2 are JRPG. They're turn-based. Back on PS2 and remade was the HD remasters or the remasters. Those are connected, but each individual number of each game, like 14, 12, 11, 10, those ones are not directly usually connected to each other. Not normally. Maybe within the same universe, maybe I've heard, but I don't know how that works. So generally, every numbered story is a completely separate universe, completely separate story, separate characters, and in no way connected to one another. Generally. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad, you know. I haven't played all Final Fantasies. I played a few. I played the ones I was interested in. Like 12 and 10 and 16 and 15 are standalone stories. They're 13, they're their own stories, and I think 15 and 15 and 13 are connected. Well, there's Type 0. No, they're not connected, actually. Those are all story-based, not MMOs. And they're okay. Not all, I didn't beat all of them. Some of them are duds, some of them are pretty good. 10 is classic. Not everyone likes it, but it's like a classically, most fans agree it's pretty good. Yeah, I played, yeah, Chrono Trigger, I don't think it's a Final Fantasy game. As far as I know, Chrono Trigger is not related to Final Fantasy. It's a Square game, I think, but I don't think it's related to Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is their flagship title when it comes to Square. I'm most known for. Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, I think, are related to each other, but not. I've never played those either. How about How about Xeno Saga? Have you played that? I played Xeno Saga back on the PS2. Xeno Saga 2 and 3. I never couldn't get Xeno Saga 1 to run. I wish that's why I really wish they could bring it up to. I have to play it on emulator likely to get it like that. But Xeno Saga games are fun. A lot of biblical reference. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, Dot Hack, Star Ocean. Star Ocean, especially Dot Hack, are two of my favorite franchises. Oh, the reason I've been rubbing my eyes, I found out the reason. I found out the reason why I've been having eye drippage, by the way. Just off topic a little bit for a minute. I have dry eye, and it's because I gotta put like ointment and creams on it, like a eye drop, so I can get more today if I can. Put that in my eye because like that's just causing the fluid drippage and just getting into my eyes. It's making it itch, it's making it irritated. So I gotta start using that stuff again. The belt clause is causing dry eye because eyes don't properly close. So, and it's actually it's causing the other one to drip a little bit too. So I gotta use ointments. So that's what's going on. That's why I've been rubbing my eyes a lot. I didn't know what it was. My neurologist says it's likely dry eye. So I'm like, okay, all right, okay, let's go. How's your eye? Oh, my eye's fine. It's fine. It's just that it's irritated because especially this way, because it's dripping, tearing up here because I have dry eye, which is basically happens because my belt palsy doesn't let me close my eyes properly all the time, and a lot of times they're open. They're drying out, and the eye is compensating for the dry eye by making a lot of tears to keep it moisturized. My body's trying to do that, but it's making excess tears, so that's why it blurs out my vision a lot, and I got to keep doing this. So, I think I'm gonna check the Dollar General when it opens later today and try to go down there and see if they have something in there. If they have the eye drops or eye creams, they should, I think. Dollar General like does have something for like some medicines there. I picked up other kinds of medicines there before, but I'm gonna try to go down there down the street. There's one down the street from me. I'm gonna pick it up because I gotta get some. I'm running out of the cream for my. I was using last night. Now it helps, but like I said, I need some stuff to kind of lubricate it because this is Bell's palsy. Because like I said, this part's paralyzed, so like it's kind of like you can't always close your eye very well. Like it's closing right. I think it's closing better right now because I used some of the ointment last night, but I'm almost out. So it sucks. It's irritating, but it's gonna, it should get rid of the irritation and stop it. So at least I know to fix that problem. But yeah, I'm okay. It's just irritated. That's why I rub my eyes a lot. I just don't want to get pink eye from it. Like, dude, that would suck. Oh god, that would suck. I've had that before. Yeah, no one wants that. So let's see, Chrono Trigger. Yeah, I heard Chrono Trigger is pretty good, and Chrono Cross is good too. But I heard Chrono Trigger is the one that had like a multiple timelines, or like it's probably, I heard something linear, but it's multiple timelines and routes and stuff like this. Multiple stories. Oh, I hope you're right. Yeah, me too. Same thing. I'll turn the music in the. I hope my eye gets better too. Yeah, it sucks because it's really part of a bigger problem with the paralysis here. Like I said, it doesn't. It affects my mouth, my eyes, my brow too. So I can lift this eyebrow, but I cannot move the other one. I've talked about this many times actually. It's still like the doctor says it could last another 2 months if it hasn't gotten too much better. They're assigning me for some physical therapy for my face. But meanwhile, there's something I could do, like a little small physical therapy like this. Stuff like that, little light things to kind of help stimulate healing. It sucks. It is what it is, you know. I guess people tell me it's normal when you get older to get like a lot of things start happening, getting sick. But like it just hit me all at once. It like, caught me, but it completely. I completely got flashbanged by ailments like the last 2 years. But they come out of nowhere and they happen so fast. Like yo, that is crazy. It happens. So it was when I was in 36 or 30, that's when I started noticing problems, and the 37 got even worse. I know you get sick like this growing up, Robin. It's crazy, dude. Maybe it's because I am heavy, so I'm pretty sure that's a big factor. So that's why I'm trying to lose the weight. But I guess one of my fears is that like, it will be too late to really do anything, and the damage is done, and I'm gonna keep getting sick. But either way, I can at least do something to the weight, because with the type 2 diabetes, I gotta manage that, get that under control. That's related to my weight. So I gotta be careful what I eat, how much I eat. I've been watching that. I've gone down 11 pounds, but it seems like a slight line of 11 pounds. So that means I gotta up my I gotta change around what I eat again, and I really want to exercise. I might be going to the gym with my brother-in-law today. Hopefully that happens. I'm looking forward to it because I've been wanting to go to the gym. We're not gonna do like 10 sets of this, 10 sets of that, 10 sets of that. Like, it'd be crazy, but we're gonna do as much as we can. Get some time exercise in. The weekends is actually when I don't do that much, but he's off work right now, so we're gonna be able to do it. But thankfully, I gotta get into a workout routine. See, if I really want to take this seriously, I lost it serious. I need to hit the gym. It is. You don't want to go too crazy at once. You want to work your way up to like start with smaller things and work your way. That's what people tell me. Like me, I gotta say it's for the weight, but I've thought about. I'm not saying I'm gonna do this, but I've sometimes entertained the thought of maybe taking a break, like a good a good month off streaming or something, just to kind of work on my weight loss and just exercise. If I wanted to go hardcore, right? But I really don't want to have to do that, and I shouldn't have to do it because there's gonna be days when I'm resting too, and I could just, at the very least, I would probably reduce the amount of times how often I go streaming. Not every day, but just on certain days of the week, and just dedicate the rest to other things. But I like streaming so much, I find it hard to see myself doing that. a little bit back to me forever. Exactly. Yeah, so, Ruben, I said this yesterday, but I'm actually streaming 14. I'm playing it on my PC right now, not on my console, my PS5 right now. And the reason why I've been wanting to weed out playing it on PS5 because with the way Sony's going with their price hikes, where they're going with their business decisions, and even some of their games, I don't see the PlayStation being really worth it for me anymore. And the next generation seems like it's gonna be way not worth it with the price hikes and their business model that was leaked. I was like, holy crap, dude, this is stupid. They need it. Unless they change that, I don't see myself getting another PlayStation. Next generation PlayStation. I might just switch to PC and Xbox. Xbox seems to have something a little more interesting, but it also depends on their pricing. If they offer it like PlayStation does, then that's not going to be accessible. It'll just be straight up PC at that point. I mean, the only reason I like these consoles, like PlayStation and consoles, is because there's some exclusives that are locked behind consoles that don't come to PCs. Like the Star Ocean series or .hack, some of them come to PC and Steam, but a lot of them just kind of stay strictly console, like Star Ocean. So most of the games, at least. So I feel like that means I gotta do something else. I get it on an emulator or something. Maybe a way I could get it, but I don't want to go through it. I only use an emulator if I feel like I have to. It's something I can't get otherwise, right? Like, it's just impossible. Like, .hack Fragment, to play that, you need to get a private server, because it was online, and you need to run it off an emulator. There's nothing you cannot get it. It never came state-wise. It's not sold anymore. The servers are not officially up. You have to go to other channels, so that's the only way to do it. Right? But outside of that, if I get it any other way, like God of War, Drake's Fortune. Yeah, God of War, Drake's Fortune, those are locked behind consoles. Exactly. I was never really God of War guy. I could play it someday, but I don't know if I want to, right? It's just not really... Well, maybe I could play it. I've never really given it a chance. Drake's, I made the Amazing Drake collection. Played that for the first part of the game. I still played through the first game. I took a break. I left it. I dropped off. I don't remember why, but I didn't continue it. But I wanna. That seems like a game I probably really should play into, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. I'm sure people would like to see it. But yeah, those are games that are locked behind. La 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 la. You like those games? Cool. Nice. That's cool. I have so many PS2 games. Dude, I should replay through Dragon Quest and play that again and just stream that. But I don't want to do too many things at once. I'm still gonna play through .hack. I'm always trying to do so much at once, I end up getting to none of it. Too many plans, too many announcements, when I'm clearly not done one or two things. I still not have beat Tales of Assyria. Play through it. I'm still working on Final Fantasy X videos. I gotta... Well, actually, I could be farther on and there's a lot more, except I've been really lazy about it. Dude, Ruben, I'll tell you, a lot of what I do is based on how I'm feeling in the moment. If I'm not feeling the moment that I could really enjoy something, I won't do it. It's not that I hate it, it's just that I play a lot of what I feel like on a whim. And it's a terrible way to approach it, I get it. But, like, remember how I said I'm wearing my heart on the sleeve and not good at really doing something and not being into it at the moment. And if I'm not into it, you can clearly see it, and then, like, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't make me feel good, and you can clearly see I'm not into it. I can't hide the fact or feign interest in something if I'm not interested in it at the moment. That's why. That's exactly why. So, like, I can't hide it. I feel like I cannot get into it. I wouldn't be able to be as energetic or talkative. I should be bored, right? And that's why unfortunately, if I could just tap into my passion, just fire myself up in some way. So if you're bored, you won't play. I understand. Yeah, it's not the game that's boring to me. It's just that in that moment, if I'm interested in something else, I can't find myself interested in whatever to dedicate myself to. Otherwise, it feels like I'm just doing a job, and a job that just pays nothing and offers nothing. So, like, I need to be in the mood. Unfortunately, that's how I'm wired. Now, if I could just tap into a passion, it'll stir up passion in me for everything. Sometimes I will do that, but if I could just do it on a regular, I'd be able to just go, knock these titles off. It'd be great. But unfortunately, my mind just doesn't really compute and work that way. So, yeah. I can't fake it. I clearly can't fake it. It is not a pleasurable experience for me, and others can tell. You know, when others can tell you're not enjoying something, honestly, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch someone play something that they have no interest in whatsoever. I'm not doing the game. I'm not doing myself, them, or the game any justice. I can't be passionate. I can't play a game I'm not passionate about. You know, I love video games. Such games. Game Gear. My cousin let me play Sonic, which is awesome. Sonic? Game Gear? Nice. Sonic is awesome. Well, I haven't played a Sonic game in a long time. It was the last game. The last Sonic game, Hedgehog games, I think I liked. I played them on the GameCube, were Sonic Adventures 1 and 2. Yeah. I like those, but I've never really taken a Sonic game seriously after those. I think there's a lot of duds coming out. Like, I played I like a little bit of Sonic, you know, Returns to the Werehog, but that was, it wasn't really that interesting to me. It looked good for its era. It did. I just wasn't really well interested at the time. I couldn't really get into it. Maybe here's the handheld from way back when Sonic was one of the first games that came out for the Game Gear. Oh, okay. So I don't really know anything about the Game Gear, so that's not something I had. Funny enough, when was your the first game? I think the first game system I was ever introduced to, well, ever had, my mom got me, was a Game Boy Pocket. Not the Color, the Game Boy Pocket. Everyone else had the Game Boy Color. I wanted that. My mom said, no, you're getting this. Because she didn't want to spend money on that. And the first game I had was Galaga. I played the heck out of that game. Then later I got Pokemon. Played the heck out of that. Loved it. Loved it. Then later got Game Boy Advance, and my favorite one was Game Boy Advance SP. That thing would fold up, flip. That thing was great. I loved it. It was my favorite. Then I got thrown out. Somehow I got lost. I don't know what happened. I think my mom tossed it because it seemed like Pokemon. I think that's what happened. Or it fell into the garbage can because it was near the garbage can when my dad took me to go to work with him. It might have fallen in there. Someone threw it in the trash. I was not. Going all game. Let's go. I played Pokemon Blue and Yellow. I played Pokemon, I would say, Gold. And then onward, I played Pokemon. I had the Game Boy Advance version, which I played also on the 3D on the Game Boy Advance SP. Emerald. I played a little bit of Ruby. I didn't own Ruby. I had Emerald and Sapphire. Oh man, Sapphire I loved. Dude, I found Rayquaza by coincidence, just by exploring. I didn't even know he was in the game or what he was. I said, "Oh, is this a legendary Pokemon?" It's right near the near that water town. You gotta get all the way up all the way up this area with the bike. With the bike, the one that goes really fast, and you gotta keep going to get over the rocks, right? And you'd fall a lot, right? And I finally have saved before that. Came back, saved, got the Pokeballs ready, and I went. I caught it. I kind of caught it with a Great Ball and Ultra Ball. It was an Ultra Ball, Great Ball I caught it with. Oh man, that was fun. I was like, oh shit, it's a legendary because you can see it before you fight it. Oh man, I named my Rayquaza Chaos. Now, to be clear, I cheated at leveling them after a while. When I lost patience, I used a Game Shark to get infinite rare candies. I power leveled. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done old-fashioned way, but my casual, my impatient casual ass back then would do that. So, and then I would fight Pokemon battles at level 100 against my friends and then beat them easily. I was a cheating scumbag. But dude, did I love playing that game. I remember Pokemon with the Fire Red I had. I love catching the shinies. That I didn't cheat at. I actually caught the shinies. Oh man. Bro, I loved catching the shinies. Came across, I was like, holy shit, it's a shiny. What is this? I never knew it was in the game. I was like, what is this? I think I had a shiny, I think I saw one time a shiny red Gyarados. That was a red Gyarados. I had a shiny Tentacool. I had a shiny Nidoking. Nidorino, what's called the Nidoking. I like silver. Oh, Lugia's good. Oh, I had gold, so I had I think Lugia was he in there too? I don't know. I remember. I think Fire Red. I caught Mewtwo also. I think. Oh, those good games, wonderful games. Oh, I miss them so much. I do. I can get a Game Boy SP. I know I can get one. There's a place called Joe Game where he sells them, or get one online. I don't know. Should I? I don't know. But yeah, that's how battery works. You got there we go. Pokemon was a bomb, diggity. It was great. I have Pokemon cards actually. Ruben, have I showed you my Pokemon cards yet at all? I've showed them a couple times on the stream, but I'm not sure if you've seen them yet. I only have a few. I only get Pokemon cards I'm familiar with. I'm only familiar with the Pokemon cards up the Johto region mostly. Johto a little bit beyond that. Nothing recent at all. All the new Pokemon designs are just weird looking. Like, nah, I don't know about this. I like collecting legendaries. The store where you can buy individual cards. I like to pull from my pack, and sometimes I do, but I haven't collected cards in a while, so I just have the ones I have right now. I wish I had my original 150 collection. My mom tossed us because she didn't like Pokemon cards and thought they were evil. I grew up with the church, but that was a superstition. That was ridiculous to think that Pokemon cards were evil. That made no sense. It's just that they were going to the Pentecostal church. They were superstitious about a lot of things. Well, you can argue that, yeah, you showed me your Pokemon cards. Yeah, cool. I wish that because back in the day I had a Charizard. I had all kinds of cards that were today would be worth a lot of money. But honestly, if we're being honest, the rest of her throwing them out. If she hadn't, I still had them. They'd probably be in bad condition because I didn't know how to take care of my stuff back then. So they wouldn't be worth anything anyway. Still, it sucked because I liked my Pokemon cards. It was cool. Dude, a lot of people were like all paranoid about Pokemon cards because people were fighting over one of them. So there's not a hype. It's no wonder people thought there were like evil spirits involved in them. Another one called Pocket Monster. People read into it too much. So a combination of those things and the hype. A lot of people didn't like Pokemon. Even parents that weren't like churchgoers didn't like the Pokemon craze because it kind of people were acting ridiculous, fighting in school. One kid got killed. I heard over Pokemon cards. There's a lot of hysteria, so I can understand. It kind of just fed into that satanic panic nonsense, which is stupid. Like, it's hysteria. You're not supposed to be afraid of that stuff. You're just supposed to be aware of that stuff. And the Pokemon cards fit into neither one of those things. That wasn't the same. I mean, we talk about the Japanese descriptions of what some Pokemon would do. How they hurt children. Like, it was actually a thing. If we read the description, like, actually yokai. They kidnap children, stuff like that. And it makes sense, but that wasn't the local. That wasn't really all of them. And it's just, I don't know, it's ridiculous hysteria. People, when it comes to stuff like that, people get like really superstitious. And me, I don't worry about that kind of thing. Like, I wouldn't collect tarot cards or tarot cards. Because tarot cards are used specifically for fortune telling, communicating with spirits for answers. Same thing with Ouija boards. Those have direct connections to the occult, right? Definitely, that's something I wouldn't want to mess with. But but Pokemon cards, no, that's not the same thing. But they were treated like they were the same as like fortune telling cards. I think the church viewed it that way. I was like, but why? my mother actually thought the name Pikachu, according to a preacher, was saying that the name Pikachu means higher than God. It means Spark Mouse, not higher than God. I don't know where he got his information, but he was like talking out his butt, like where he. I think read up where he got his information. Like out of all the millions of information that said it was Spark Mouse, the name Pikachu, that was all the higher than God comment only came from 2 individual people. Keep in mind we're in 2 separate countries that agreed with each other on a form. Oh yeah, I think it means this. They mistranslated it, and those 2 out of the millions of people that in the information online that said nope, that's not what it means. They got that out there, and then this creature was running with that story. I'm like, that's stupid. That's not an exercise of wisdom. You know not what you're talking about. Don't talk about something you know nothing about. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not saying he was a bad guy. He tried on other things, I'm sure, but, like, that was just definitely one big L there. Loss. He took an L there. That anyone does, but, like, that was just, like I said, it just fits into hysteria. It's dumb, because I guess I don't know about Dungeons & Dragons, right, but I hear there's a similar situation with Dungeons & Dragons years ago. People just kind of just did the same thing. They just assumed something was bad. I thought Dragons basically you like use your imagination, create your own lore and character, and roll dice to make the stats. And you do this story. That's not. Oh man, people are such simple creatures, you know, and a lot of times they don't really think beyond this one-dimensional scope. Once they hear something, you let that sit for 48 hours. A lot of times they just kind of decide what it is. They don't really want to decide anything else because then I think people don't want to be wrong, become in contradiction with their original conclusion. The people that do, I guess you could say they're a lot smarter. I do that. I think about that. I guess you say I'm not gonna toot my horn and say I'm smarter than anyone else, right? I'm actually quite stupid. Not dumb. I'm joking. But point is, I'm willing to change my opinion based on the information I get. There's some things I'm not, right? Some things I know what I know. But I'm willing to listen to other inputs and just adapt my viewpoint and decide whether or not my viewpoints are flawed. I'm not gonna dig my heels in on something and not wanting to hear nothing. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. I'm going the wrong area. Look at this. It shows on the map. It shows the marker there, but it's actually for this whole area. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with the Pokemon cards. You know, I feel like you need to know your stuff and really know it. I mean, but you gotta really put hysteria and bias aside sometimes and just say, hey, listen, I'm looking more into this. First of the Bible, it says, I read a scripture in the Bible. It said, I'm not sure I read this right. It's been a while. I don't know where it is or what it was called. But I think it said something about, like, the synopsis of the short version of the message was, if you do not know something, don't profess to say you know about it. Don't talk about something you know nothing about. And that might be referring to just the word of God or the things of God, but like I think it might be applied to a broader sense. See, I'm not gonna pretend like I know everything. I might be wrong in a lot of my stuff. I probably am wrong on my stuff. I'm not gonna pretend to know anything. I don't pretend to have wisdom. I don't. I'm not gonna dig my heels on something that I know nothing about. The whole place. At most, I might not want to talk about it because I'm coming to conflict or just realization that I might be uncomfortable talking about talk about something in general, depending on whatever it is. But I'm not gonna just dig my heels on something and insist that even if I know I'm wrong, to double down. I don't do that. That's extremely stupid. Ruben, I'm sure you've seen this before. I'm talking on a tangent here, but what are your thoughts when are you the kind of person that's able to adjust your viewpoint depending on the information you get, and whether and say, okay, maybe I was wrong, and be able to admit that. I think most people I think want to do that. You know, want to be able to admit when they're wrong. Then there's some people out there that just don't ever want to be wrong, and they're scared to be wrong. I think some people are afraid, I think some people are afraid to do that, because they're afraid they'll be called out as a liar or a hypocrite, or called this, that, and the other. Yeah. I don't know exactly what goes on in people's heads. Like I say, it's one of those behaviors that doesn't compute with me, right? What the? It's just, I feel like, you know, knowing more. Like, I was trying to say stuff in here that wasn't right. And I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, someone called me out, like, yeah, that's not right, this is wrong. Like, really? I almost started my heels, looked at it, oh, never mind, you're right. I was like, yeah, it was like over the, that conversation I had with designs over the, like, the whole, how many people are actually frauding, assistance programs or like a Medicaid or like a Social Security fraud or something like, and how many were doing it. Admitting that you're wrong is tough. I think it takes balls to tell the truth, or have an intervention. It is, because it's not a popular thing that people want to do. Exactly. But it's more respectful in the long run. You can admit it. Not everyone. People, depending on what the thing is, people will still rail into you and say, "Oh, well, you lied about this," because they're just lacking balls themselves. Anyways, to admit and have an intellectual discussion. Like, no one really wants to have a discussion. Actually, not lying. Yeah, thanks. I have a few friends that I've talked to about this stuff. Like Digital Fracture Brim the other day. He's silly. Actually, that sometimes, but like, you know, he's intellectual. He's very intellectual though, and very he's analytical times, comes across as an asshole, but he's actually very nice, and has a really kind of fair point of views on stuff. So he kind of he's been a positive role model in my life. Actually, I've kind of looked up to him in a lot of ways. I don't agree with him on everything, and I tell him, "Hey, dude, you might want to dial that back a little." Yeah, I know, but at the end of the day, you know, like, we have disagreements, but at the end of the day, we're able to still be friends, and I'm able to take in input and listen to him and look up some of this stuff. My whole life I've had to struggle, and no one person helped me get where I am right now. And no one person helped me get to where I am now. Bro. I'm sorry about that. That's rough. And I wouldn't change it for the world. So it sounds like you... So basically, you had to carry yourself throughout life. That happens to some of us. Some of us really need to do that, and to some degree, every one of us do with those in certain avenues. But it sounds like that's rough though, and I wouldn't change the world. So it sounds like you built yourself up to where you are now, and you're proud of it. And that's a good thing. You know, I wish some other people had support in you though. You seem like a nice dude. I learned real quick that people will let you down and don't rely on them. Actually, it's kind of funny you said that, because when the old church I used to go to, they used to say, like, lean on God and Christ, because people always let you down. People always fail you. And that's true, because mankind is not infallible. Only God is. So, like, it doesn't mean you can't trust people or rely on them for some things, but don't lean on them for your entire support, because people are not infallible. And they will falter at times, and some people falter all the time, and some people just are no help whatsoever. Like, that's why it's important to lean on God, and how He'll create those opportunities and those helping hands from people that when He brings them to you, it'll work out perfectly. Like, look at it this way. I was leaning on God. Yeah, exactly. I don't bite the hand that feeds me, because 99% I'm feeding myself, right? Like, let me put it this way. So when I got this apartment, I didn't think I would get this apartment. I left the old church. I had a job, and I wanted to go into a new one, and then this apartment became available. And like, oh yeah, this place is not the best location, but it's a good unit, and it's a good unit. I jumped on it, and I was always worried, thinking, okay, what am I doing with my furniture? I only have some basic stuff, all this stuff here, a lot of this. Well, funny enough, this furniture I started off with was hand-me-down from my cousin Scott and some of my relatives, and I had some plates left over when I used to live in Connecticut. So all it kind of came back to me, and the family gave me some furniture. My mom gave me a couch. I was given a TV. I had, not the same TV I had now, but an older TV. It's broken now, but I was given hand-me-downs and some furniture. And I had given a bed. It wasn't this same bed. It was a crappy one, but that was placeholder enough to get my house, my apartment completely furnished. It all happened at once. It came as soon as I got the apartment, people started giving me stuff. I'm like, wow, that is God working through people. And God uses people in my life. And a lot of people in my life were Christian. I like Christian family people in my life. Not all of them the same way I am, but everyone's walk is different. But that's besides the point. They gave me furniture, and I got to get furniture, so I didn't have to worry about that. And it all happened all in one go, dude. That was crazy. Okay, that's an act of God. I'm praying all of this will work out, and it worked out perfectly at the right time. I love my apartment. I love where I live. I pay rent here. I pay internet. I pay sort of phone bill, but I pay like 9 something. I'm not gonna say how much I pay. It's a good amount of money. It's not crazy. It's not 1,000. It's below 1,000 though. Plus 7 days. 7 days. Oh, I read this. Oh, cool. But I also I don't have to pay utilities. All utilities included. I have central air and heating. I pay electricity. Everything's handled, and everything else I've gotten later, like my computer, my desk, all came at the right times. Right, I got it when I had enough money coming in. I was able to provide the right products. I built this stuff as time go on. God's created opportunity for me. I'm blessed. Okay, I'm thankful for them. I pay $100 for my internet and $97 for my cell phone. That's about what I pay for my internet. I pay $99 for my Verizon Fios and my cell phone. I'm part of a family plan, so I pay $60 towards it, but the grand bill is over like $100. Like, I used to pay for cable with Verizon Fios, but I got rid of cable because I was paying $60 for bare minimum channels. A lot of them weren't in English, and I'm not even using these. I don't even know it. So I switched over to Pluto TV, Sling, and just free TV apps so we can get like free channels. A lot of them still do some reruns, and I'll get things like the news. I'll get the Christian Channel TV on the Sling TV. It's still on Sling TV. Pluto TV, you can get reruns of like old runs of old TV shows like James Bond, a lot of Indiana Jones. But they come on at certain times and loops. But it's good. It's good for me. I don't need anything crazy. Now, if I had cable, I'll probably get a lot of recent stuff, but I'm not much of a TV watcher. I just usually watch it for the news or the Christian network or something. I don't make much use of it. And I also have but I also use some streaming services like Crunchyroll for anime, or Amazon Prime, which my sister, I keep that active because my sister likes using that account. And if I need my, last time I shut down, she paid me money for it, so she could keep using it. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, so I have a part-time job, actually. So I have a job, it's good. I'm thinking about moving on to a different workplace, though, different line of work. But I've had a lot of things come to me, a lot of opportunities. Like, I would say I'm pretty blessed. Like, most people don't have what I have, and I thank the Lord Jesus for that. That's a great opportunity, I prayed for these things, I asked and I received, Well, it says, ask him ask if it was within his will, and you shall receive. I think something like that. See, here's another thing. Listen, it's good. It's good to only ask within his will, and it's good to pray for others. Here's another topic. I think it's important. Don't hide. If there's something you want, it's good to go to God. You go to God for it. I say, hey, Lord, I need this. I want this. Could you help create an opportunity or a way for me to get these things? Even if it's a quality life improvement, like, you don't try to. A lot of people ask my family, they say, would you pray for yourself for these things? No, I don't pray for any of that. Like, why not? I think God would want to know. Don't try to hide it from him. That's like trying to lie to him. Just be honest with him. I mean, yeah, don't disrespect him by praying for things that are bad, or like trying to get bad things to do bad things with it. But you should feel free to ask. Like, I asked for television. That eventually happened. Like I just kind of. There were certain things I wanted, and I got them. Like, it didn't happen right away, but it happened at the right time. Same thing with the apartment. Like, I asked for this stuff. I didn't hold back. I didn't try to hide anything from him. I was open and honest with him, 100%. You don't necessarily hear a vocal response, and this may sound like crazy, but like sometimes you will. But he will. If it's within his will, he will create an opportunity for it, and he's not against you. And a lot of times, what you do with his will, if he does give you something, it's because he wants it for you, and it's the best for you, right? He's not going to give you something that's going to take you away from him, right? I don't think he would, because that's not beneficial for you to fall from grace and end up in hell, and it's not, or it's not distracting from him, your relationship with him, right? It's not very good for him, and it's not good for you anyway in the long run. Actually, I separate from me. A lot of people don't agree with this, but a lot separation from God is not a good thing. Despite what people may think, oh, I want nothing to do with them. Well, unfortunately, you're not something to do with them whether you like it or not, especially after you perish from life. At the end, you know, that's a whole other discussion. But you know, what God means for you is for your best benefit, and you will. I think a lot of times you'll be happy with what God gives you. It's not going to be just something that's going to be, oh, I'm a boring biddy. My life's woe is me. I have nothing. Everything's lame. And I'm doing this thing I cannot be into. No, he's not going to torture you. But a lot of people get that misconception, because sometimes it can be a Christian, it can be a hard life, you know? It's not always easy, and you're not always going to get what you want. But if you don't get what you want, it's usually for the best of your best interest, and for growth. Growth in the spirit, growth in the spirit, you know, be stronger to be able to go through life's trials and tribulations. If things were always positive, we wouldn't grow stronger. We become weak. And I would say apathy would set in. You know, nothing would be of any value to us if it was just given to us like freely every time we asked, or we didn't have to work for it. It would have no value. So that's why I think that's the important part to struggle. It's about growth, strengthening in mind, body, and spirit, maturity, connection with the Lord. You know, just being able to weather the life's winds, trials. You know, it makes you strong. You don't. Giving everything doesn't make you strong, it makes you weak. You have to work for it. And it holds more value to you once you realize, wow, this option is great for me. I took it, I worked towards it, and now I have it. It's the same thing with money. You know, like, if money's just given to you and you don't work for it, you're gonna make some bad business decisions because you don't know the value of that dollar. I pay what life right now. It's all important. No. Okay, I gotta check out the other ones. I am seriously. Alright, here we go. This is the last one. I wasted time going to circle. I've been talking so much. I'm a chit-chatting, yeah, baby. Hoo-hoo. So usually you're a Seventh-day Adventist. Well, I don't know much about that. Adventist. What can you tell me about that? Like what kind of stuff do you believe in? I'm a non-denominational. I come from a Pentecostal church, and I'm in a non-denominational one right now. But I have a Pentecostal background, so some things I believe in that. I believe in, you know, zeal. Well, not zeal without knowledge, of course. Zeal without knowledge is foolishness, because you need to know what you're zeal for. You know, I believe speaking in tongues is important, but it's not the be-all end-all. There's other manifestations of the Spirit, other signs of the presence of the Holy Spirit with you, the God's Holy Spirit, and you with you. It's not just the tongues, that's not the only sign. Like, Pentecostals believe that, but they're kind of right, but if they treat it like it's the only thing. I just wanted to understand what your beliefs are. Curious, I don't know much about Seventh-day Adventists. I think I heard that their church time is different from the rest of everyone. Like, everyone goes to church on Sunday, why they go on Saturday, or is that like a misconception, or am I thinking of something else? Just a little curious. Like, what kind of things do you believe in? Like, as far as when it comes to Christ? That's not. It's good. Basically, it's a discussion to have. If you're okay with sharing it. Hello, dude. That's how funny. I heard that the word Christian or Christ, used to mean Christ follower. What came from the word Christ followers, and the word Christian was actually a slur way back in the days towards followers of Christ. But now it's become an identity. Common term to use, and then no longer use a slur. It's actually used as a symbol of pride in God, I guess, or honor of God. You know, those that say I'm a Christian, I follow Christ. I'm gonna go this way. There we go. Tumble claw, tumble claw. Oh man. Gotta go this way, guys. This way. Toward the dome. That's my Steam. Okay. La, 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 la. Worms! They're not by me though. Oh, sorry, buddy. You missed. The taunt monsters. This giant lizard is a hunt. Dang, look at that hit. Ain't no one queuing up for this stuff I queued into. Yo, bro. Am I complete my Wondrous Tales? I started too late. That's what happened. Yo, let's go lizard time. Lizard time. Nice hunts, yeah. Come on, horned lizard. Snakes on top of my head, snake on my airplane. Ooh. What is that? A hunt? That's a. Ooh. No. Let's go. Yeah, I want to go after the tougher hunts, but need a team for that. Definitely not smart to do it the other way. Definitely stupid. Or it could be hilarious. I don't know, me trying to solo that thing, only to die in like a couple hits. So, yo. Hey, yo! Hello. Blue, 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 blue. It's TV time. Yeah. Okay, wait. Try again. Get you up again. Five minutes wait time. Switch with the warrior. Science. Who's on my friends list? Anyone on? No, no one is on right now. Holy crap. Wait, I think I saw one. There are, let's see. Mimi, Bakashiko. Look how Mimi's on. Fudge is around. Fudge around. Let's see what Fudge is up to. Morning. Fudge. What's up? What's up, bro? Good. More. Thank friend. Whatever. Good morning. What's you up to? Could not be sent. Wait a minute. Maybe use an instance. Let me check something again. Or is it somewhere else? I don't know. Is he what? Oh, right. Okay, no, he has to be. Okay. He's on a different server. He just said he's on a different server. A lot of friends are on a different server. Well, that hurt. That sucks. Okay. They're online, but I can't message them. Well, maybe I can. Can I send a Moogle mail that way? Let me see. Imperium. Oh! Okay, I can only send to people on my server. Okay. Can't send Moogle mail either. That blows. Dun, dun. Let's see who's on. Let's see if Walker and any of them were on. No, 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 no. Dun, 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 dun. Bro. I got an idea. Let's see if we go. Pushing unsync will count as completion. It's better. So I'm not gonna do it right now.
If I must forsake myself to keep my oath, then so be it.
Yo.
You know where to run! Tremble before true power!
Yeah.
Impudent mortals!
Alright. Hang it. Take care, Ruben. Have a good one. Take care.
Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies! Ah! Stubborn fools! This is far from over! Tremble before true power! None can match my might! Flesh of my flesh! Show them their folly! More! I must have more! Oh, rabbit! No! I will not lose! I cannot!
Hi. Let's go in.
Defiance, defiance. Open your hearts to me. Darkness holds no soul.
Woo!
The unenlightened come, where one doth not suffice. Hear the echoes of truth. Hear the echoes of truth. My revelations.
Destroy everything. Let's go. well. Oh. Ooh. Let's go! Here comes. Ooh. Sorry. Let's go. Stupid ring outs. Try this again. That's how we do it.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out. The more its people clung to life, the more they suffered.
Let's go, guys.
Until they cursed not the illness, but their fellow corrupted.
You.
Those who lived and festered. Those who died and decayed.
Hi, Knight.
And the very last of them wish they had never been born at all. In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease. Before destroying the selfsame lives it had saved. Its people sought ever greater freedoms no matter the cost. They tried to buy peace with fire and steel.
Yes, me, John, of course. Ha 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 ha. Yeah.
And when one asked, what is the point? There were none left. Farther still existed a star without strife. Where none remembered life's trials or its joys.
Boy.
What its people had gained from ease, they lost to apathy.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Rock on.
So they created the kindest, most gentle of beasts.
Kindness and gentle. My butt.
Its steps were light, and its gift was as painless as it was beautiful. Bathed in its golden glow, they all slept happily ever after.
Oh, they're all dead. I don't know. Almost. Haha. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Woo! Uh-oh. Oh boy. Well. No, I'm good. That's taking too long. I don't have the patience for that. After all that point. Oh, I pushed out, yeah. Checking something here. Boy. Money. La la la. Why don't you turn to empty west? Let's go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a good one. Got quiet there, I know. I just sick to just I still feel a little whiffy, but anyways. Oh, here we go. Later. I'll start up again later.
Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go.